Hi, hope you guys are doing great. So let's discuss about another pharma company. And the name of this company is Ascendis Pharma. So this company is doing a very good business. It's in the rare disease category. So this business is growing their revenue more than 100%. So growing their revenue more than 100% in the latest quarter one result, and it's in the rare disease category. So it doesn't have many competitors. So let's discuss about it, because this company is also making from loss to profit journey. So this Ascendis Pharma company, they basically treat hypothyroidism, then dwarfism, and in the growth hormone therapy they basically work. So they have a proprietary technique called TransCon technology. In full, it is called transient conjugation. So using this TransCon technology, they are working on sending drug. They are basically working on a therapy of providing a drug to the patient. So unlike this traditional method of just pushing the drug and let the drug work in the body, they basically work. They send the drug using a carrier molecule, and the carrier molecule and the drug is attached using a linker. They do this using some bioconjugation method, and once this whole complex of carrier molecule plus drug plus linker goes inside the body, due to some physiological conditions, this drug is slowly released inside the body, and that they claim that it improves the efficacy of the drug for the patient. So they have three core products. The main growth driver comes from this product called YORVIPATH that works in the hypothyroidism disease. The second growth driver here is SKYTROFA, and the third one is YUVIWEL. The SKYTROFA works in the growth hormone therapy, and their latest launch is probably this year, because the first time they're showing their business growth in YUVIWEL. That's the third product that works in hypochondroplasia or like dwarfism. So in quarter four of FY25, they have revealed that from YORVIPATH, they get a FY25 revenue of $477 million. Sorry, million euros, because it's a European company based in Denmark. So their FY25, the entire year revenue is 477 million. Which is like 70% of the total product revenue that's coming from this particular drug, YORVIPATH. And in quarter one of FY26, it is contributing 82%, which is $196 million euros. Sorry. On the other hand, the SKYTROFA, which used to be 30% of the product revenue in FY25, contributed 206 million euro. That comes down to 18% in quarter one of FY26. So basically, from entire year of FY25, as you have seen, YORVIPATH's revenue share has increased, and YORVIPATH is their fastest growing product. So YORVIPATH has grown approximately 341% year on year in the quarter one of FY26. Comparatively, the SKYTROFA has declined approximately like 14% in the quarter one year on year. So the total quarter one of FY26, the revenue grown has like 144% year on year, and primarily driven by this product YORVIPATH. The product revenue has grown 151% versus the total revenue has grown 144%. And the management has ambitious target of $5 billion, 5 billion euro of annual product revenue to achieve by 2030. That's really ambitious. And if you calculate the compounded annual growth rate, that comes around 47% CAGR. If you consider 5 billion annual revenue from the revenue of FY25, so that's 47% CAGR. That's like very ambitious target. If Ascendis Pharma really can achieve that revenue target, then its shareholders can really make a lot of money, I can say. So YORVIPATH, this is the main growth driver, and it apparently doesn't have any competitor. So typically in such cases of hypothyroidism, the patients are treated with conventional calcium and active vitamin D therapy. So this is great that this product doesn't have any competitors. So basically, if the company can increase the awareness in the treatment process to the hospitals and doctors, then sky's the limit. And the management has stated that currently US penetration remains below 5%, very less, like just below 5% of the eligible patients. So that implies like substantial long-term expansion opportunity. So the company also mentioned that they are growing rapidly outside of US, and they have in entire FY25 they had expanded over 30 countries, and they want to achieve their footprint over 40 countries by the end of FY26. So in Q1 they have reported that they have expanded over 35 countries as of now. So another important fact about their business direction is that in YORVIPATH, they have previously in the entire FY25 they had patient enrollments of over 5,300 patient enrollments for YORVIPATH, and in Q1 of FY26 they have added additional 1,000 new patient enrollments. So that shows that the YORVIPATH rollout has been working pretty good for them. Then it's growing it pretty rapidly. At the same time, the YORVIPATH probably reaching towards some saturation. So their growth rate also will be depending on their new launch, which is YUVIWEL, and they have presented their first result in the Q1 of FY26. They claim that more than 60% of YUVIWEL enrollments has been done since the early April US commercial launch. So they have launched this in April, and by now they have already gotten 60 YUVIWEL enrollments. So I was looking back their previous results, and there also I found that that's how it started for the YORVIPATH as well, but then they had taken a rapid growth in the past few quarters, and that's why YORVIPATH is like growing over 150% year on year. So now we have to see if like YORVIPATH, which became successful and hit seriously, similarly the YUVIWEL also should become another hit product, and it should also they should also work on like growing the YUVIWEL as fast as possible. Then this company can maintain such a growth rate and can reach their ambitious $5 billion target. So now let's look at the financial results. How is it? So the total revenue of Q1 of FY25 was 101 million euro, versus in the Q1 of FY26 it is 247 million. So 101 to 247. So it's like more than 150% jump. The operating profit, the last year they showed a loss of 104 million euro, versus this year in the first quarter they have shown 25 million euro profit. So this is really important, that this company is making a transition from a loss making to a profit making journey. And when a company makes such a journey from loss making to profit making, that's their inflection year, and they grow very rapidly, and that's the time that their shareholders also can make a lot of money. So they posted an operating margin of 10%, and there's probably nothing to compare because previously they posted loss. And their non-IRFS operating margin is around 22%. So now let's do the valuation for Ascendis Pharma. The company did not really share any near-term growth outlook, so doing the valuation is a bit difficult. But the company has shared that in 5 years they want to achieve 5 billion euro of revenue, which is very ambitious. But let's just assume like what could they do in the entire FY2026. So I went to Yahoo Finance website, and then there I found that analysts are expecting that for an average, the estimated FY2026 revenue could be 1.26 billion euro, which is approximately 87% of revenue growth for the entire FY2026. If they can achieve this 87% growth, and they have an operating margin of 22%, let's say 20%, as they had in the quarter 1 of FY2026, with a 20% of net margin and 1.26 billion euro of revenue, they will have a net income of 252 million euro. And that means as of today, the current market capitalization is 14.8 billion euro. So you can calculate that the forward P ratio would be 55. So you are going to pay, if you want to buy this company, so you are paying 55 times premium for an 87% sales growth engine, which I think is very decent, because if a company is growing 87%, the other biotech companies like Pfizer or Regeneron or the other companies, they are barely growing like 5%, 10%, not more than that. So this is a very hyper growth biotech company, and paying a premium of 55x is probably, I think it's worth it. So last but not the least, I think you have to be careful and actively track this company to see whether they are doing really good with the YORVIPATH business and YUVIWEL business. So YUVIWEL, they have started from this quarter, and we have to track whether YUVIWEL is really taking the pace. On the other hand, YORVIPATH should reach some inflection where it will stop growing too fast but will mature at some point. So we have to track the growth rate of this YORVIPATH and YUVIWEL, and if they can clock this 5 billion euro, then that's gonna be really great, and as a shareholder, we all can make a lot of money. So this is part of my portfolio. I have given some allocation, and I'm curious that how this business does in the future, and if it keeps doing good and can maintain such a high growth rate, then I will keep adding more and more of this stock. So with that note, thank you so much if you had listened this far, and I think this company should be worth in your should stay in your radar. All right, bye.